This week in journalism, we're going to be looking a little bit more at features and also exploring what an editorial is and how to write one. Um, the, Specifically this week, I want to look at personality profiles, which are a specific type of feature. And one of your assignments this week is to actually write a personality profile. So we're going to look at what that entails to begin with. A personality profile concerns the life, interests, and accomplishments of a well-known or interesting person. So oftentimes in magazines like People or Time, you'll see personality profiles done of really important and prominent people like presidents, movie stars, rock stars. But personality profiles can also be done about people who maybe are much lesser known but have an interesting side to them. Our local paper does a personality profile on different people who in our community who are making a difference, and those are just as important. The information must come from an interview, not research, for a personality profile. You want to get to know this person face to face. You want to learn their personality, their mannerisms, their traits. It's not just a list of their lifelong accomplishments. You want to include physical as well as personality traits. What were they wearing when you met them? Describe what they looked like. This is really a chance for a little bit of creative writing in the area of a personality profile. You also want to interview people around your subject, their friends, their parents, their coworkers. This gives you a much clearer picture of the type of person that they are, and you get other people's perspectives on them. When you're interviewing for a personality profile, you don't want to ask trite questions. Questions like, what is your favorite color? What's your favorite sport? What's your favorite food? Those don't really delve into the type of person that you want them to be, or that you want to know about them. You want to think about, like, what was your fondest memory of growing up in this area? What were your parents like? What was your childhood like? What was your favorite part of your job, your profession? What didn't you like? Those questions delve much deeper into the type of person that your personality is and make for a much better profile. You want to allow them to reveal the personality through incidents, through stories, through action. Your personality profile is also more than just a description. You're not just telling me what this person looked like, but who are they? What makes them tick? What makes them important? Why should we care about who they are? You want to make it clear why this person's important. Just like I just said, why should we read this? Don't just list facts like an encyclopedia. Don't just tell me where they went to college, where they grew up, how many kids they had, their names. I want to get to know this person through your writing. Here are two examples of personality profiles. Please go and explore each of these links so that you can see them, and so that you may need to copy them down, pause, copy them down. I'm not sure if the video allows you to click, or even do some searches for some personality profiles so you can see some examples of what's out there. The second topic that we're going to talk about this week is editorials, and hopefully you've been exposed to editorials before, but for some people it's different, and it's very new. Editorials are very different from letters to the editors. A letter to the editor is written by a community member who has an opinion on something. Editorials are written by the newspaper. Okay? They need to deal with timely topics related to current news stories. So editorials aren't some rant on something that happened 6 months ago. They are a well-constructed response to something that is happening currently in the news or currently in the community. They need to be properly researched. Whenever you write an editorial, it should contain facts and statistics. You should go out and find information to back up what you're saying. You should not simply, like I said, go on a rant of your opinion. They should be the opinion of the paper, not the writer. When you write an editorial, you are representing the paper, not your own personal views as a journalist. A lot of times, newspapers have an editorial board that decides on topics and works together to write editorials. Other times they have individuals who cover different editorial beats and are responsible for writing editorials on subjects on a regular basis. But again, you're expressing the paper's opinion collectively on the topic, not your own opinion. Now for this project, obviously you don't have an editorial board, but you'll want to make sure that you consider, what would be the stance of the school paper on the topic you choose. The purpose of an editorial is not always to criticize. A lot of times we see editorials that constantly say, this person did this wrong, this isn't the way you should do this isn't it been done right. But they have other purposes as well. They can teach, they can attack, they can defend a stance, they can interpret something that's happened, they can simply be for entertainment, they can advocate for a cause, or they can praise somebody who did something well or an organization that is having a good effect on the community. One thing to keep in mind about editorials, which is why I kind of threw them in here with features, is that they are more like an essay than a news story. You're going to have longer paragraphs. You're going to have an introduction, which is, you're going to have a body and a conclusion. Much different than the inverted pyramid style of news stories. Editorial format, you should start with a lead. It's the statement of opinion or position. What are you going to tell me about and how do you feel about it? The second paragraph is the paper's stand on the issue or the topic. How does the paper feel about this topic? Why do they feel this way? The body presents the facts to support your paper's stance. Again, you need to have facts. If you're just throwing out feelings and opinions, that doesn't create a good argument. That does not create substantial information to make people listen and change their minds. And then you need a conclusion. Your conclusion is a summation of the importance of the issue. It can also include a restatement of the position, but it definitely needs to make people think, okay, this is important, or explain to people why it's important that you act or that you do this or that you feel this way. A couple things again to keep in mind. Editorials are the voice of the newspaper, not the writer. Editorials are free to tackle any subject they wish. It doesn't have to be, it should be current, but it doesn't have to be something that happened today. It doesn't have to be something that happened locally. It could address a national issue. They come with responsibility. When you have the ability to write about anything you want, you still need to make sure that you're writing in an ethical manner. You should not purposely attack other groups or organizations without substantial information and statistics to back up what you're saying. You want to be careful that you're still presenting things with focus and not going out on, like I said, going out on some rant that doesn't really make sense. The argument or opinion that you're writing about must be sound, practical, and based on facts. Facts, 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 facts. It needs to be factual. Here are 3 examples of some editorials. You can also find editorials in if you go on to Lebanon Daily News, if you go on to Penn Live, if you go on to Reading Eagle, USA Today, New York Times. Tons of editorials. These are some ones that I found that are quite interesting. So please let me, the next slide is your assignment for this video. 3 questions for you to answer. What is a personality profile? What is an editorial? What should be included in the lead of an editorial? Please make sure that you answer these questions completely in the submission box for this assignment. If you have any questions about this assignment or the specific assignments of writing your personality profile or working through some of the issues with an editorial, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you. And have a good week.